price elasticity of demand. What is an elasticity? An elasticity is a measure of sensitivity. This sensitivity is felt between two variables. So this is the general definition of elasticity, just sensitivity of one variable related to a change in another variable. But if we want to look at elasticity through the lens of economics, it becomes a percentage change in one variable relating to or responding to a 1% increase in another variable. So this becomes the definition of elasticity in economics. A percentage change in one variable responding to as a result of 1% increase in another variable. When we talk of price elasticity of demand, the percentage change or the variable which is changing, in this case, it's quantity demanded, and the variable which is increasing by 1% is price. So strictly speaking, price elasticity of demand is the percentage change of the quantity demanded as a result of a 1% increase in another variable. Why is it so? Why is it wrong to actually call this definition out in reverse? Why is it wrong to say price elasticity of demand is a percentage change in price due to a 1% increase in quantity demanded? My understanding brings me to a basic demand curve. Here we have price and here we have quantity. Here we have quantity. Now, if we reproduce another curve, but with an understanding of the Cartesian plane, which talks of x, the x-axis and the y-axis, we know that the x-axis is the independent axis and the y-axis is the dependent axis. So relating to this, here is the y-axis and the x-axis, it's Q. So quantity demanded depends on price. The law of demand states that as the price of a good increases, the quantity demanded decreases. This is true across the line, especially for normal goods. And we are going to get there soon. So because quantity demanded depends on the price of a good, we then measure the sensitivity of the quantity demanded to the price. We then measure how quantity demanded changes, the percentage change in quantity demanded, if the price is to increase by 1%. What are the mathematical definitions of the price elasticity of demand? It is abbreviated EP. So EP is equal to, taking this definition, a percentage change in quantity demanded over a 1% increase in price. But now we have another tussle. What is change in quantity? The change in quantity, we are talking about the absolute change in quantity demanded dividing by the original level of quantity. So the absolute change basically, I call this new over old, dividing old. So it becomes change in quantity delta Q over Q. And in like manner, delta P over P. So applying these two discoveries to our first definition of the price elasticity of demand. The price elasticity of demand is going to have basically 3 or 4 mathematical definitions, formulas which are going to be instrumental in the understanding of price elasticity of demand. So this one is the first, percentage change in Q over percentage change in P. So the second one becomes, let us reproduce this. We said AP is equal to percentage delta Q over percentage delta P. This then is equal to what? We substitute percentage delta Q with this part. So it becomes delta Q over Q dividing delta P over P. We should multiply by 100 to convert this to percentage, but that will not make our work clean. We need our work to be tidy. So we leave it at this. So this is equal to, let us solve this, dividing delta P over P, which is delta Q over Q, multiplying P over delta P, and this becomes P delta Q over Q delta P. This was our second definition, and this is the third definition. So summatively, sum them up in a special color, EP is equal to percentage change in Q over 1% increase in P, which is equal to change in Q over Q divided by change in P over P, which is also equal to P delta Q over Q delta P. The three definitions, mathematical formulae defining price elasticity of demand. But being at this, how does EP relate with the slope of a demand curve? What is the relationship between the price elasticity of demand and the slope of a demand curve? This is our demand curve, PQ as usual. Now, slope, we learned M gradient is change in Y over change in X. If we are to apply this to this demand curve, it will be a change in P over a change in Q. The relatability now, change in P over change in Q, related with this part. It's change in Q over change in P. Do you see there is sort of an inverse here? There is an inverting effect to this because we've defined EP to be equal to basically delta Q over delta P, or percentage change in delta Q over percentage change in delta P, whereas the slope gradient or the demand curve is delta P over delta Q. So it's Q P rather. So this inversing effect will then mean that EP is equal to P over Q 1 over slope of the demand curve. So this is the relationship between EP and the slope. Okay, another demand curve. So we know from our mathematics that slope of a straight line is constant, but the EP, it changes even for a straight line. So the difference is, now we looked at the relationship between the price elasticity of demand and the gradient of a demand curve. We are now looking at the difference. The main difference is when we have a straight line demand curve, the slope of that demand curve remains constant, whereas the EP, the price elasticity of demand, it actually changes, becomes unitary around this midpoint. Then at this point, EP, it's infinity, and at this point, EP is equal to 0. How can this be explained? Okay, you should never forget to put price, quantity. That's important. Let us look at extremes. Let us consider two demand curves. With a demand curve like this, and we also have a demand curve like this. So these are extremes. We have a horizontal line and we have a vertical line. Now, we need to determine what is the numerical value of the price elasticity of demand when our demand curve is horizontal. So to do that, we should appreciate firstly that the gradient here is 0 for a horizontal line, a horizontal ground. There's no inclination, there's no slope. So the gradient is 0. The gradient being 0, we've already established that the price elasticity of demand is equal to P over Q 1 over gradient. So this will be P over Q 1 over 0. What is 1 over 0? It's undefined. It's actually infinity. So this will be P over Q multiplying what? Infinity, which will be equal to infinity. So our EP here is infinite. And if we want to describe the price elasticity of demand in words, here it will be infinitely price elastic. And I'm going to explain my understanding soon on this part. How about there? Applying the same principle, our gradient, the gradient of a vertical line is infinite. We need to establish what our EP is, and we need to define in words what the price elasticity of demand will be for a vertical gradient, for a vertical demand curve. So EP is equal to what? P over Q multiplying 1 over, in this case, infinity. What is 1 over infinity? 1. So if we take, for instance, 10 dividing 1, the answer is 0.1. 100 dividing 1, the answer is 0.01. 1,000 dividing 1 is 0.001. So the larger the number dividing into 1 becomes, the closer to 0 our division will be. So here P over Q, it's actually multiplying 0, and any number multiplying 0 is 0. So our EP will be equal to 0. And This is completely price inelastic. We defined elasticity as sensitivity or a change in quantity demanded responding to a 1% increase in price. So in this case, let us look at the increase in price. Let us say this is the 1% increase from this point to this point. You see, if price is increasing, the quantity of the good is basically remaining the same. The quantity of the good is not changing. So the change in price is affecting nothing. That is why we are saying it's completely price inelastic. The elasticity of price means nothing if the quantity demanded is basically remaining the same, even when price changes. But if we look at here, we have a special price. The price does not even need to change for the quantity of goods to change, to increase or decrease. So it seems as if price it's remaining constant, but we are experiencing changes in quantity demanded. So that is how price is elastic. And the reason why we said infinitely is because the EP is actually infinity. And the reason why we said completely is because the EP is zero. But there's something we should also take note of. If we look here, we'll see that there is actually an inverse here, which is also relating to the type of our graph. Where the gradient of a demand curve is zero, the price elasticity is infinite. It's infinite, infinity. But in this case, actually the slope or gradient of the demand curve is infinite, but our price elasticity of demand is zero. So it's more of an exchange. It's they are polar opposites. And the reason comes down or boils down to this relationship. You see? And also, when our line is horizontal, that is where we have a very large and infinite price elasticity of demand. But here, our line is actually vertical, but our price elasticity of demand is zero. So this is how I understand this. This is how I understand